Good afternoon, YouTube. First of all, I would like to thank you for staying engaged in my channel by liking, making comments, and to those who are subscribed, thank you so much for staying subscribed. And if you're not subscribed, please click the subscribe button and turn on the notification so that you'll be the first one to see the videos that I'll be putting out there for you. Okay, so for today's video, I am going to show you how I prepare myself and my gear before fishing. So also, the biggest takeaway that I would like for you to see is how I will install or attach a wire leader line. So when I say wire, I mean it's a metal, okay, steel wire, okay. So I'm gonna be basically showing you from the beginning to the end on how I prepare my gear, okay. So just keep watching, okay, and we're gonna start right now. So the first thing that I normally do is inspect my rod, okay. So what I have here is a Caperlin Seaboat 500 light, and the specs on this is 40 to 80 GR, 2.40 meter, and I got this from Decathlon, and it's a shop here, and it states here that it's 221 grams and 7 and 8/9 of an ounce, with a, once again, 40 to 80 grams, and then 13/7-26/7 ounce. Okay, so basically you want to take a look at your rod. This is the bottom half of the rod, or which is the handle part, and take a look at each of these eyelets and make sure that they are not broken. Okay, so just take a look at it, move it a little bit, and then also I like inspecting the inside of this, okay, so that you can feel if it's smooth. Okay, why? Because the line will be passing through there when you're casting it and when you're reeling it back. Okay, so once that's set, I mean once that looks pretty good, okay, go ahead and pick up the other part of it and then do the same thing. Okay, make sure that it's not warped, make sure that once again these eyelets right here are attached and not broken. Okay, check all the way to the end, check all the way to the end. Okay, and then once again on these eyelets right here, feel them, see if it's rough, or if you think that it's gonna scratch your line, then there's a problem. Okay, so take a look at that. I mean, inspect that, feel it with your hand, see if something is broken or something is rough edged. Okay, so far this thing is pretty good, okay, all the way through. So the next thing I'm gonna do is put them together. Okay, okay, and once you put them together, kind of make sure that they're all lined up before you insert it all the way through. Okay, okay, so that's looking pretty good. And then now you can just put the pressure in getting this end part, or handle part, all the way tight there. Okay, so now this is pretty good. Okay, so you have a good attached, and nothing's broken or anything. Okay, so that's pretty good. So I'm gonna set this thing down for a little bit. And the next thing I'll do is grab my reel. Okay, from my last fishing trip, I've used up some lines because it got tangled. But this is still a lot because when I loaded this thing up to 210 210 meters of line. Okay, which is the enough length that I can put on this thing. By the way, my spinning reel, is a Penn CV4000. Okay, and the gear ratio is 6.2 is to 1. Okay, and then if you're gonna the lines that you can put on this is you can use a .28, .30, .35, and then yeah, and then the pounds and the yardage are also stated there. Like for 8 pounds, you can put 250 yards, and then for 10 pounds, you can put 200 yards, and for 12 pounds, you can put 165 yards. Okay, so that's for that. Okay, so and I'm using I moved mine to the left side. Just kind of got used to that. Okay, so anyway, so take a look at that and make sure that it's spinning nicely, and then obviously I'm gonna put the line through the rod here in a little bit, but you just gotta go inspect it. Okay, make sure everything is working. Okay, so once that is done, then the next thing I do is I make sure that I have all my I'm just gonna use this lure, this one lure later. Okay, and then my leader, and then my other gear. Okay, so let's go ahead and attach the spinning reel to the pole. Okay, what I would do is I would push this front part in. Okay, hold it right there, and then turn this until it locks in. Okay, I'm gonna push, as you can see, I'm pushing this thing in there while I am locking this thing here. Okay, make sure that is nice and tight so it doesn't wiggle on you later on. Okay, okay, once that's in there nice and tight securely, so that looks pretty good. Okay, all right, so the next thing that we're gonna do now is take this take the line, it's not letting me have it. Okay, here we go. All right. Then obviously you're gonna take some line, release this a little bit. Okay, here we go. Pass through the first eyelet. Second. third. Fourth. Fifth. Sixth. As you can see, nothing is too exciting about this. Just getting these things through the hole. Okay. All right. We made it all the way to the end. Give yourself some slack. Okay. So you get yourself some slack. Then this is where the fun part begins. Okay. All right. So there is enough pressure back there, or tension right over there. And now I am going to put on the wire leader line. Okay. So let me tell you something about this. This wire leader line, okay, there's no description in the package and stuff, but I just got this thing today. As you can see, this thing right here already has a spinning swivel on top, and on the bottom it already has the snap uh, hook, or snap ring, sorry. So I got this thing from Lazada, okay, and this is about 35 millimeter, so I like that length, okay. So that's about 15 inches, I think. Yeah, I think it's 15 inches. So you can do your preferred knot, okay, but I just like to make a simple knot here, and we're gonna do that right now. Okay. Or if you want a faster way of getting this done, is just I guess put another snap ring at the end of this, and your setup will be much faster. Okay. Okay. We're just gonna do a simple knot right now, and nothing much to it. Okay. Okay, so that's done. And make sure you have your tool. Okay. Cut the excess. Oops, sorry. All right. So everything's getting tangled already, as you can see. I haven't even gone out to fishing yet, but anyway. All right. So as you can see, it's a very simple knot that I put on the swivel, okay? And then at the end of that swivel, I mean, this is your steel, or your wire leader line. It's beautiful, right? And then at the end of that, obviously, you are going to put at the end of this is the snap ring. Just undo that, and then you just pick your favorite lure. I have a popper here. Just put that there, and once you got that there, then you're pretty much good to go. for your trip. Okay, see that? Simple setup. This wire leader line is tough, okay? There might be some big fish out there that might bite your line if you're rocking or if you're using a mono or fluoro. But this one right here, this wire, yeah, it will take some challenge for a fish to bite this thing off, okay? So, and then also, if this thing gets rubbed, if your fish goes underwater, or sorry, under a rock, and starts rubbing on all kinds of rocks down there with barnacles and things like that, you know, this thing right here will put up a fight. Okay, the abrasion, the tenacity of its, you know, the abrasion on this thing, you know, it would hold up a lot of foreign objects down there before you can cut this wire. Okay, anyway, so that's how it's gonna look like, guys. Okay, so this is pretty much ready and good to go. Okay, so I hope that you learned something, and if you do like that steel or wire leader line, just go to Lazada and look that up. Okay, so that's a simple setup. Okay, all right, guys, I'm out for now, and hope you learned something, and until next time. Okay, bye bye.